Hey guys, MzBrooklyn here. Welcome back to my channel, MzBrooklyn's BeYouty-Corner. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got this gorgeous mermaid hair color. I don't even know how to describe it. It's blue, it's green, it's aquamarine, it's sage, it's baby blue, it's lime green. I mean, if we had to define mermaid hair, I think this is it. So enough talking, let's get right into the video. For this tutorial, I will be using hair from Puddinghair.com. It comes in this lovely, gorgeous satchel package right here that you can reuse to store your wig. You also get an info card so that you can assure the longevity of your hair. You know, proper maintenance for your hair. So I was sent a 20-inch frontal as well as 3 bundles. This is body wave hair, virgin body wave hair. I don't remember the origin. All the details for the hair company is down below in the description box, so make sure you check it out. I want to say off the rip, looking at the hair, the bundles looked a little bit small for 22 inches. However, the hair itself is extremely thick and full, so I really liked it. Looking at it, I was like, okay, this is some nice great hair, nice luster, gorgeous ends, full of bounce. Running my fingers through it initially, I just got a couple of strands, and that's from all 3 bundles, so that's nice. Let's talk about this frontal. By far the best constructed frontal I have ever received. It is pre-plucked. I mean, it looks natural. The density is just right. The lace itself has some stretch. I mean, amazing, phenomenal frontal. I love it. The ends are pretty nice as well. So for this job, this is the colors that I'm going to use. I'm using the Creative Image Adore semi-permanent hair dyes. I have baby blue, electric lime, emerald, clover, and aquamarine. So I already bleached my hair. I have detailed tutorials on how to bleach hair. You guys know the deal. So I'm going to start off with the frontal for this one. And I'm just combing all the hairs back and out of place, right? And what we have here is what I'm going to make the base. It's going to be the root of the bundles. So I'm taking the aquamarine color and I'm going to put half of the bottle, if not more than half, like a third of the bottle, into the bowl, and I'm going to mix it with clover. Now, for clover, you want to start a little bit at a time. So for clover, I didn't do half just yet, but I wound up using half the bottle of clover for this mixture. And I'm going to test it out on my glove, but then I realized it was a little still too blue. I wanted like a deep, I wanted like a bright teal color. It wasn't quite baby blue, but it wasn't quite teal, but it was really bright. But in order to get that undertone, I'm going to add a little bit of the lime green to it, just a tad bit. Now again, you want to start off little by little and keep mixing until you get the proper color and undertone. So what I did here was take white paper towel to see the color that I have. It wasn't what I wanted. That was the previous one. Now this is the batch where I added the lime green. When I wipe it, you're going to see what happens. That is the undertone I'm looking for. As you can see, they're totally different. That is the bright aqua water, blue waters, tropical sea undertone. I'm talking Bahamas water. Blue green, like gorgeous. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I know you guys are probably like, oh, but you're not doing right measurements and stuff like that. The thing with doing a custom color, you cannot, there's no specific measurement. You really got to gauge. And as you can see, I simply kept adding a little bit at a time until I got the right shade for my liking. Now I was trying not to get it through the lace, and that's why I put the tissue underneath, so that it stops it from bleeding through the lace, but it winds up getting all over the lace. And later on, you're gonna see I'm gonna try to remove some of the color that went through the lace. I'm taking my time, applying not too much pressure, trying not to get it through the lace because I wanted my lace to be perfect, but I wind up messing my lace up anyway. But you know, that's a sacrifice I had to make in order to make sure I did not have one strand of blonde left. Okay, and I only processed or bleached the hair 1 round. I did not want to mess up the hair texture, so because I only bleached the hair 1 round, the hair texture is still phenomenal. So if you wanted to go super blonde like 613, go ahead and do that, but you would have to adjust how you do your coloring as well. Anyway, I'm now parting the hair section by section, and I'm making sure that not one strand of blonde is left. Like, I mean, this whole thing is going to be covered to capacity. Now, as you can see, it's pulling off a little green on camera, but I promise you, once the colors start taking, all you're going to be seeing is blue, green, aqua, paradise, Bahamas, sea waters, like Madrid, all that. I don't care, all that. the lace got terribly damaged with the dye because it seeped through. And of course, what you do to the top, you're going to do to the bottom of the frontal. And I want to point out I stopped midway through, and that's because we're going to have some fun. So I'm going to take electric lime green, or is it electric lime? I'm going to pull random strands of hair, sort of like you're doing streaks, if you will. I'm taking random strands of hair, and I'm going to be applying the lime green. I'm using my hands because the brush, it didn't really work well with the brush. I'm going to do this throughout the hair. I'm going to pull little strands and sections of hair, and I'm going to be strategic about where I want the hair, the lime green to be, because I'm going to be doing this with other colors as well. So just make sure you leave enough room where they're not all next to each other. As you can see, they're very spaced apart. Like, there's big gaps of where you'll see the next lime green color. Next, I'm taking baby blue, and I am going to mix baby blue and emerald together to make sort of like this sage color, which I'm obsessed with. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And the color emerald on its own, gorge. But I wanted to make like a sage color, so I mixed baby blue and emerald together, and it's going to give me that sage greenish bluish color that I wanted. I love that sage color. It's so pretty. I might just make a unit with those two colors alone, just making a sage colored unit. I might, because I like how it came out. It is so gorgeous. Anyway, and I'm doing this as well, just like the lime green. I'm gonna be strategic at where I'm gonna have that color, because I'm going to do more strands of different colors. Now I'm taking baby blue, and I'm gonna just do solid baby blue. So yeah, it's going to be highlights and dimension. Like, it's going to be so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And I'm only doing this to the frontal and one of the 22-inch bundles, the one that's going to be the closest to the frontal. And only because the base of our hair is just going to be baby blue. Now I'm taking clover, and I'm going to take clover, and I'm going to do strands of clover. I did this throughout the entire frontal, like randomly pulling hair and applying it throughout the frontal, so that when it lays down, girl, you saw this color. Like, can I just say, I have never been so proud of myself in my life when it comes to doing hair. Like, I nailed it. I nailed this. I'm taking aquamarine, and just because I wanted some more in-depth teal, and I'm just going in with aquamarine a little bit. I did about approximately three strands of those of aquamarine on its own, because I didn't want it too deep. Now for the 222-inch bundles, I'm going in with baby blue. I am coloring the 220-inch bundles with baby blue. What I did notice was baby blue was reading a little too green for my liking, because the hair was it did not lift to a 613. If it lifts to a 613, you don't have to add any emerald, but because it didn't, I added some emerald to the as you can see, I'm going over with emerald because emerald is more blue for some reason, and it gave me the baby blue color that I was looking for. So everything worked out. Again, it's all about the hue. What hue and undernotes of color do you want? You guys can do this. I know a lot of people say they wish they can do the coloring jobs I do. Like, you can do this. I am self-taught. No one taught me how to do this. I learned, watched tutorials, and got the gist and started mixing. Remember the base that we made for the frontal? This is going to be the base that I put at the top of the 22 inches that's going to be closest to the frontal as well. That gorgeous color. Like, I just can't get over this color. It's so gorgeous. So, you know, do the top, do the bottom. Make sure you split the levels of hair and get every single strand in between. You do not want to see not 1 inch of blonde. I stress that out in every single video. No blonde. Like, you do not want to open it and see blonde. With the same method of taking the strands of hair and putting highlights throughout the hair, I'm doing the same thing. No particular order. It is very, very random because I do not want uniform highlights. When I say I want unicorn hair, I want unicorn hair. So I'm going in randomly. At this point, I just start really just doing my own thing with the colors and the highlights. I do want to show you a method. You're going to see that I'm rubbing the hair together. I'm opening the hair, and then I'm almost like scissoring motion, and then I start rubbing the hair. What rubbing the hair do is allows the color to foam up, and when the color foams up, it becomes a lot brighter, almost like you diluted it with conditioner, but I don't want to dilute it. I just allow it to foam up. What happens is it almost immediately intensifies the lightness of the color. So look closely. You can see I'm foaming up the green in my hand with the hair. It starts to immediately get brighter and brighter and brighter. And so that's what's going to give me like a really highlighted, sharp, bright, intense color. I just realized that doing the actual hair, like it was something I discovered. It immediately made it brighter, and I'm gonna do it with the baby blue right here. Right here I'm using baby blue, and you can see it's like, oh, it's gonna wait, because what happens is it's like it activates the color to start taking faster. That's what I want to say. Foaming it up like that, like really vigorously rubbing it, it's almost like it instantly activated, because you can see it starts to take. So now I'm gonna rinse the hair off. You guys know that if you watch any of my hair tutorials, I let it process overnight. So I'm rinsing it off the very next morning, and you're gonna see I'm gonna attempt to clean the lace. I start to take shampoo to wash the lace, and then my color started running lighter, and I was like, no, it bled through, and I was like, oh no. But some mistakes are just God sent, because baby, it made the hair even lighter at the root. I love it. I just love it. Okay, it was an accident, but I quickly washed it out. I didn't let it stay. And yeah, this is one of the bundles, rinsing it out. I'm gonna let it deep condition for an hour sitting in silicone mix, and then I'm gonna rinse it out again, and I'm going to let the bundles air dry, and then I'll just make a wig. After washing all 3 bundles, this is how much hair that shed. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tint the lace and show you. I'm just gonna use some tinted moisturizer and tint the lace, trying to repair what I messed up. And then I went on to make the wig. I have tons of wig tutorials on my channel. I'll link them down below. So yeah, this is the finished product, you guys. I did a middle part, straightened it, laid it down, baby. I love this wig. Thumbs me up if you like the color, you like how bold I'm taking it, and just, you know, getting better in my craft. Thumbs up my channel, show me lots of love and support, and don't forget puddinghair.com. All the information is down below in the description box. And yeah, I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.